learning your basic theory and stuff like that, it's time to, as I would say, get down to the nitty gritty. All right, it's time to get down to the nitty gritty. Let's see here. Hold on. Mat moved some kind of way. So it's time to get down to the nitty gritty. It's time to get down and start playing some stuff. Um, yeah, I think the mat moved somehow. Because I kicked it up yesterday, maybe. All right, so at least I'm trying to fix it. Time to get down to the next gritty. All right, trying to get down to the next level, we might say. All right, I figured out how to get my. I think my wife did actually. She found it. I don't know. She's not even a keyboard player, but it's funny. She found a way to keep my sustain pedal from moving. Smart lady. It's time to get down to the next level. Hello. You don't want to recognize my finger anymore. Hello. Hello. All right. So let me see what mouse this is on. Can't be that one. It's got to be this one. Come to the keyboard or whatever instrument that you like to play on, and practice. Pull something in front of you, get something in front of you, and get to practicing. And making no excuses now. I was going to take my whatchamacallit to church yesterday, but then after my honey told me where we was going after our regular church service to another service, I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna try to haul my whole keyboard and my laptop to another church service. And then on top of that, I have my MPC too as well. So let me see how much over here we looking. Oh, getting to see my hands over here. See my hands here, at least in the middle of the board, I think. All right, so it's time to get down to the nitty gritty. It's time to practice. It's time to get down like James Brown. Now, which way I need to pull this to the side here, I think. So after learning the basic theory, now my keyboard takes a minute to warm up. I hate it, but it is what it is. After learning the basic theory behind the madness, all right, I come in here, turn on stuff. Let me see. I played a little bit of my organ a couple of days ago, a day ago, or two, actually, because it's Monday now. So I ended up playing on Sunday. For those who view my video from yesterday, for the first time in a while. And now keyboard's up. That's the only thing about this particular board. Had I known, I'm not trying to discourage nobody. This is a nice board, actually. Don't get me wrong. And there's otherwise you can figure out how to reset, if it's possible, to reset the startup. I call it the startup, but the power mode. And I'm pretty sure there is a way. I'm assuming that it might be a way to do that. I guess I don't know. Who knows? Let me see here. It's got to be a way to do that. But this the multi. Let me try to look it up. Actually, I'm just curious. Actually, let me see. Maybe YouTube might have something on this. Let me see. Let me see. What's the word I want to use? Actually, how to reset the power source on the Multi XS7. Let me just stop. Reset power source. Why it keeps shutting off on me? On the Multi. It keeps shutting off on me. XS. Okay, come on, man. Y'all can't spell. They don't know how to spell Multi. Hold on. Let me see. reset power source. I don't know if you want to say power source, but that's the only thing this multi uh XS7, had I known that before I bought it, um I probably would have went with another kind of keyboard, but the startup on here is slow. All right, so the multi SS reset the factory turn. Okay, so I knew that they was gonna say go back in to the factory reset, but I'm still wondering how do you reset the power source. So if I turn off the power, basically look how long it takes before you even on my motif. I could grab my other motif right here, my SO3, plug in, it'll be on like right away. If I go outside to get my other keyboard from outside and plug in, hit the power button, boom, it's on already. So this is talking about factory reset for the Yamaha FS6. But my question is it possible to reset the I don't know if I'm using the right wording for power source or the power startup. I don't know. Let me see. I have to look this up later on. But it's gotta be a way. It's gotta be a way to change that. So you see how long it took. So that's, to me, that's just too long. I mean, my MKS, I can shut it off. Boom. Hit the power source. It's on already. It's on right away. I just don't understand the idea of this particular board. Why is it that the power source or whatever it takes so long? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. 49 seconds. I might be off by a few numbers, but that's way too long. That is just ridiculously way too long now. And I'm only thinking that from another point. Like, for example, if I was in the middle of doing a concert or something, that would be all bad because, or just a service in general. Like, you in a church service and all of a sudden somebody might have accidentally unplugged or tripped over the plug or something like that. Or accidentally walked by and stepped on the power plug or whatever, and then yeah, that would really suck. So I said 49 seconds, but let me hit this button over here and let's see if my timing is close or off. Here we go. 1. Oh, this is way too slow. Oh, wait a minute. Did I hit the wrong one? My bad. I think I hit the wrong one. Hold on. Cancel. Hold on. I hit the wrong one. There it is. I hit the wrong one. Hold on. All right, now let's see. Here we go. On the count of 1, 2. Oh, come on, Dre. Stop, 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 stop. Oh, did I clear that? Reset. Okay, here we go. And now I'm gonna hit the button to see how long it takes. 5, 6, 7 seconds, 7, 8 seconds, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30, 1, 2. Now I think I'm gonna be close. Yep. All right. Now in this one here, is 36 seconds. I was a little off. I told you by a few numbers, But this took 36 seconds, a little under 35 seconds, 35, but 36.25. That's too long. That's just way that's too long, man. Um anyway, so let me get on to practicing. So after the learning um some theory, a lot of theory, whatever, it's time to get down, as we say, to the nitty gritty and start learning stuff. I was just trying to see if it's on. Okay. All right. Keyboard. My up on the drop on slider. Yep. All right. So now that I've already learned my theory behind the madness and all that type of stuff, right? Let me get up off of this. I'm learning my theory. Uh, you can practice. I use the same methodology. Actually, I go over here to timer, and then I'll set a time for myself and say I'm going to spend maybe just 30 minutes in practicing on something. You can never tell how much information you can learn in 30 minutes. But just to say I want to learn something or practice on something for 30 minutes, I probably could practice on quite a bit of things if I line up my ducks on what exactly it is that I want to put in front of me. So if I was a beginner musician, sort of, or maybe not even just a beginner musician, but just play. You just play. I would put something in front of me or a few things in front of me, and just practice on that item. All right, and then move on to something else. Now I have a choice on whether I want to complete the project or not. All right. So if I want to transpose a song, just one song, right? And I'm gonna simplify it as best I can, right? So in my own way, right? All right. And so I wanna simplify it as much as possible. Um, we could talk about transposing or practice a song. It doesn't matter, okay, you can have choices. You can practice different songs in different keys, if you want to do it that way too. Find a song in E flat, um or you can practice on a song in A flat, or maybe it not even have to be a song. It could just be preaching chords or something, whatever it is that you put in front of you. It could be an idea. If you want to just do something, and you want to spend 30 minutes doing it, or if you want to spend 5 minutes doing it, all right. You will see how much information you can actually sit here and gain if I hit the start button, um, and just come up with something. So it's time to get down, as I say, to the nitty gritty. All right, now again, teachers have to play in all 12 keys. My wife must have been on here with a pen. Um, Learn different things in different keys, or you can take a song and try and practice it in different keys. So I hit the start button. I'm gonna decide to do a song, one song, and just do a few chords. And I'm gonna spend probably less than 30 minutes. We'll see, right? Let's see. The idea is for me to go. I'm trying to be straight with it. Nothing fancy. Let me see. Okay, let's move. I guess I end it now for a second. And that's just how straight I was. All right. And believe it or not, that's how I will play it though. But so first chord was one up. And again, I'm not thinking about numbers at the moment now. I'm just thinking about chords. I'm not thinking about rhythm at the moment. I'm just thinking thinking about a pattern that I'm going to create now. Again. Okay. Another pattern. Okay, another pattern. All right. So I got that. I'm saying. Now I want to do the vamp, and I'm trying to think of, do I want to throw now some of my little, what I call my heat to it or whatever, um, or do I want to keep it simple as I'm doing now? Okay, I'm gonna go simple. Same. Okay, now another pattern. I'm trying to memorize the pattern. Now I'm trying to think, do I want to go start getting to what I normally would do or keep it simple? Or the reason why I think that way is because it's easier. I would say it's easier to do that, and then I can always come back and throw my heat. All right, and I said throw the heat or whatever. Throw in what I normally would do if I was at church, because or normally how I would do on how I feel at the moment. So I might switch up and do some stuff. All right, but in the beginning, just to say you're a beginner musician or intermediate level, whatever you at, keep it simple, all right? That you will remember, because now the next time when I do this song, you know, I started it like here. You know, I keep it simple. This is without a rhythm, right? All right. Again. Now I'm trying to get fancy with it. Just a little bit. Right. Trying to get fancy with it. Trying to get fancy with it. All right. All right. So that's why I say I keep it simple, right? I got a note stuck. That's why I'm trying to think, do I want to go simple, or what do I want to start throwing my heat to it? Getting the left-handed ball. 5, 4.5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and knowing me, da 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 da. I did that Sunday. Somebody recorded me. I know somebody recorded me doing that. Actually, it's funny. And let me go see if I can find it. Actually, that will be hilarious. What I was doing those moves, but I'm saying, you know, I try not to be fancy fired with it. I just try to keep it straight. You know. I try to not get into the fancy stuff yet. And especially if I'm not too familiar with the other keys. All right. So if I'm not familiar with the other keys, what's the name I'm looking for? I promise you somebody recorded me yesterday. And let me see if I'm going to find it. Somebody. Oh, they did record me. Slickster. Somebody recorded me. Oh, I think somebody did get me. Somebody got me on Sunday. No? Oh, no. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, they didn't upload it yet. All right, so I don't see it yet. I know they recorded me Sunday, I think. but they didn't upload it. Okay, I ain't even gonna lie, I'm actually curious to see how I sound. Like trash, probably still. But so far, all right. I went to the page where I thought it was gonna show up there, but oh, they did get me. Oh, they got me. Somebody got me. Oh, they got me right here. Okay. Yeah, they got me. Somebody got me. Somebody got me, man. Okay. I gotta listen to it. I'm actually curious to see how I sound. I probably sound like trash, but um so that's why I say, practice. I know I didn't put on my the description here that hey, we're gonna talk about transposing, but I wanted to say that the fact that um, when you practice something simple, after learning all of that theory stuff, scale and so forth and so on, your number system and your scale and your chords. Now it's time to put all that to work now with songs, so all right. I mean, cool. Chordy is wonderful. It's awesome. It's a tool. Hey, I'm playing a D flat chord because I do want to know what I'm playing. I know I do want to know what I'm playing. That's a D flat at 2. All right, D minor 7, G minor 9 11, G minor 11 2, and A flat at 2. That's wonderful. That actually makes things a little bit easier because I know I have 4 fingers in the thumb. That's half my battle per each hand. All right. And then knowing the number system and knowing the scales and knowing my major chord from my minor chord, from my augmented chord. That's it. And then the D flat or C sharp, major 7 sharp 5, diminished move. See, major, minor, augmented, add 7, diminished, right? Dominant chords, major chord, flat to 7, and then the major 7. It's all that's wonderful to have to know because that's what you need to know because these chords are chords that will be in songs that you will be using, believe it or not, and your major 7. Your sus2. 5 in the scale, sus4. So sus4, sus2, and both of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They both share the same secret sauce chord. E flat 7, sus4. So it's wonderful to know your chords. D flat at 2, D diminished 7, E flat minor 9, A flat add 2, back to D flat add 2. Now we want to go to the C7, sharp 9, flat 5. It's wonderful to know that because you playing tritone. And then when you add the C to the bottom, now this is a C7 chord. I was almost on my way there. So I actually did it in another key. So you guys heard me doing the dominant chord, right? I call it the dominant chord, right? C. So basically, I call this a C major 7 here, and then D flat major 7 chord, and then when I half step that to the 7, I'm calling this a D flat flat 7, D flat major flat 7. That was what I was calling it, right? Which it is. It's a D flat 7 chord, D flat major 7, major 7, and this becomes half step back because you flatten the 7. So it is called a D flat 7 chord. However, we might call it a dominant chord or whatever. Right? And all I did was took that same info and transpose it. Right? Transpose it. Because it's the major chord. And you flat the 7. Half step back, it's the same thing. You probably noticed I changed the fingering, but and each key, if you know your B major chord, you know your 7, you flat the 7, flat the 7, and this is just you're going in order B, right, and you transposing that same information. Of course, don't forget to do your inversion, right? So just remember, you know, you just doing inversion. Seven. And the B, the same. A. That's major 7. Just remember, you just flatten the 7. Because you never know. What? You know, you never know when you might use that move. You know what I'm saying? Major 7. You never know when you might use that either. And then I'm going to the diminished. And then I take you to the major 7 move. And sometimes we might hear it. We might. And that might come from it at a different angle. See? So. Right, so you never know when you might have to end up playing that voicing or that particular chord. You never know when you might end up playing that chord to get you to where you're trying to go. And probably more than likely I would have went or I would have just said and do the inversions of your diminished move. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, you find different avenues of messing around with stuff, and then you might end up playing these voices and taking you to these chords I keep repeating over and over again. The minor 9/11 move, you know, to the diminished move, to the major 7 move, minor 9 move again. And then here is your C major chord, sharp to 5, C major 7, C major 7, sharp 5. That's flat 5. This is flat 5 in the left hand. And that's a C major 7, flat 5, sharp 5. Flat first, then the sharp comes. Now if I go to a bass line, it changes it to an A flat 7. Remember the A flat 7 chord I built earlier, like literally A flat major 7. I told you it was going to come somewhere in some kind of fashionable way. A flat 7 chord, right? Because we changed the name of the bass line, I ended up playing that A flat 7 chord. What? So it's an A flat 7. In this case, now we sharpen the 9, which is the 2, and then we sharp the 5. Right, so you never know how it might end up being voiced. And we're still using that A flat, you know, idea in there. So yes, it comes in different forms of being applied. A flat 7 sharp 11. A flat major 7 sharp 11. And then, you know, you start realizing, okay. So you start learning these chords. So I see anyway. So it's going back to the major move, minor move. These are my own chords that I came up with. And what I do is I generate what I call the word I want to use, a few chords to figure out if musicians is going to be playing these chords along the way. And then somehow what happens is my left hand starts saying, okay, Well, I want to get a piece of this. So if I train my left hand to play A flat major 7 and doing inversions, my left hand's going to do it. If I train my hand to do diminished moves and do the inversions, it's going to want to get involved. In other words, whatever your right hand can do as far as chord is concerned, as I just said, whether it be a major move, whether it be the minor move, of course, you know, inversion. Right, train your left hand, right? Because I promise you, the left hand is going to be doing some moves. See, double up, right? You know, if I wanted to, you know, diminish move. The left hand is pulling this off without me having to sit here and stress out a little bit over what hand is going to do what. My left hand would do whatever the right hand would do. My left hand went to it. So train your left hand to do chords, right? Whatever the right hand does, train the left hand. All right, so there's that D flat minor 7. D flat minor 7. D flat minor 7. Yeah, so whatever. C major 7 sharp 5. Whatever my right hand can do, the left hand gonna do it. C diminished 7. D diminished 7. All right. D flat diminished 7. D diminished 7. And of course you're doing inversion. E flat diminished 7. E diminished 7 and so on. F diminished 7. I'm just gonna cover all 12 keys messing with it. F sharp diminished 7 or G flat diminished 7. G diminished 7. And y'all heard the little move to David Jackson. And I use the two hands to play all these G diminished 7 to the F sharp diminished 7. What? Two hand. And that's where you get this from. All right. So, I don't know all the chords on the planet, but just a little bit that I can gather as I'm practicing and stuff. That's why I said it's time to get down to the nitty gritty, because once you have learned your scales and your number system, then you can start moving, generating chords. And so what I do is when I listen to something, all right, and I'm hoping that maybe I might find it. If I don't, good luck to me. Farewell to you, my boy. No, we call this when we playing two chords and two different types of chords, it's called mix and match chords. All right, so you can learn to play mix and match chords. You know, if y'all hear any noise in the background, probably my neighbor. He's either trimming his lawn or something. Oh, hold on, wait. Da da A flat. So omit the 4, I'm assuming, right? And then we have the E flat and F. And if we had A flat, as I just said, so that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6, 5, 1, 5, 6, 5, 1, 5, 6, 5, 5, 6, 5, 1, 5, 6, 5, 1. So basically, I get that as chopping off. And you take that slower. So yeah, so 5, or you can go 1, 1, 5, 6, 1, 1, 5, 6, 1, 1, 5, 6, 1, 1. Okay, and so you can practice that as slow as you desire. Or you can practice that as fast as you can go. If depends on your speed. Say what? Tap to switch. I'm not trying to switch. What y'all doing? Get up off my thing. Don't. I'm not sure what they doing. Um, and it depends on how fast you want to go. Question is, what fingers do you want to use? Because sometimes I switch the finger because I might feel tired doing this. So then I'll switch over. Then I might get tired, I'll switch back. I get tired, I'll switch over. So I'm not playing the same fingering the whole time. That's the first time I ever. Is that loose? Y'all hear that noise? I told my wife to stop leaning stuff on my keyboard. She done made my keys loose. I was wondering why I kept hearing some snaps. Alright, and I gotta tell her she can't be leaning on my keyboard. I might have to open this up to tighten it up or something. So I got a loose note here. So sorry. It's not gonna work. All right, I gotta tell her she gotta stop putting her books on my keyboard. But anyway, so you can switch over between the two. That's gonna be annoying. With my notes tapping like that. But it's funny, it doesn't do it when I'm doing a single. That's funny. It's not doing when I do like this. That's weird. It only does it when I do this. That's weird. I know it's loose for sure. Anyway, that's weird that it's doing that when I spread the hand out and do it, and you can hear me tapping at this thing. But anyway, so you have the 1, the 5, and the 1, and I switch fingers because sometimes my finger might get tired. And you playing this type of stuff for a minute, you tired. All right, so for my beginner musician, I said it's time for us to get busy. Intermediate level, if you want to. All right, you trying to figure out what's the mood. Yeah, it's time for us to get business. It's just trying for us to get busy here, right? It's time for us to take this thing to another level because you already should have been watching my videos and learning. Now, new people who just coming on board, my name is Andre Clark. I'm this new cat on the block. Or y'all probably say, who is this new cat on the block teaching us these ideas, some stuff or whatnot? Yep, my name is Andre Clark and I'm this new cat on the block. I've been doing it since September last year. 2023. And thank everybody who's subscribed all the way back since September the 9th. That's the funniest thing I can remember that day. That is a trip. But anyway, that's my annual day, y'all. And my anniversary coming this year, right? Me doing this since 2023. So thank you guys for coming in and coming by, dropping by, and you learning. If you have someone who's new, pastor, wife, cousin, uncle, niece, nephew, aunties, whatever, grandson, granddaughters, goddaughters, godson, whoever, you might know somebody who want to learn how to play some stuff. Well, here I am, trying to break down the theory and letting you know that the theory, part of this theory, not a part, the theory, what is going on here is all basic theory, and all basic theory of chords and movements that you hear other musicians are playing. And I break them down like into like 4 chords. Don't get me wrong. I mean, 10 chords. And don't get me wrong, there are more other chords that are out there on the planet. But these are the chords that I have come up with. When I say I have come up with, I have sincerely it's come up with so far from what my gathering is that I pull from musicians that I hear that they're doing something that I already familiar with. Is just now putting it in a pattern that they have, or learn the pattern that they use these chords in, put it that way. I can create a pattern of stuff, you know. You know, I can create a pattern for myself. I love you, know, you know. I love you, know. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can create a pattern for myself if I know where I want to go with it, you know. And I'm not professional, by the way. I love you, know. I'm still learning too. And remember, y'all, remember the chords I keep repeating myself about. You're gonna have these minor move, major move. You're gonna have the minor move. You're gonna have the minor move. You're gonna have a major move. You're gonna have a major move, a minor move, and your diminished move. Now that is the Nashville system with your scales and the number system 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, your scales, right? The numbers will stay the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in all 12 keys. 1, 2, I'm sorry, what key am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The number system is going to remain over again from 1 through 7 if you know your numbers, right? If you know how to count, you should now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And all 12 keys. Now you normally hear people when they do this scale, they go to the 8, which is number 1. That makes me think of now, let's do the continuation of the number system, because after 8 goes the same note, 9. 3 is 10, right? So 1 is now, C was 1. Same note. My 2 is number 9. Now we're talking continuation of the number system. So that's when you start hearing people say, well, give me a 1 in the left hand and a 5 in the left hand. And then I want you to play me a flat 7 in the right hand. I want you to give me the 9 in the C scale. And then I want you to give me a let's say 11, which we say is the 4. And then I'm just making this up as I go, right? And then they might say, well, that's cool. You know what? Go ahead and give me the 6. Which is the 13. So they're going to say the 13. You know the 6 is the 13. And look what kind of chord you have. What? Yeah, so you end up playing what we call a C 13 sus chord. Now, you might say, well, okay, that's the power chord. Yes, that's correct. I'm using the power chord. Right, we call these the power chord. The 1 and the 5 is considered as your power chord, but we also call it the perfect fifth in the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, perfect fifth. Now, if I remember that chord or that sound of this chord, I'm more than likely going to run into this chord somewhere, right? You know. But remember, there's always more than one way to approach this chord progression. I'm sorry, chord, not the chord progression until I go and play another chord behind it. Now, I can go ahead and give you the 3 there too. But what did I play? A C major chord. 1, 3, and 5. Flat 7. And remember, I'm playing that dominant chord. I told you it was going to come somewhere. And dominant chord. Remember, that's major 7, flat 5, flat 7. So basically I have the 1, the 3, the 5, flat 7, and I'm gonna give you the 2, which is the 9. I won't give you the 11, which is the 4. I'll put it here. If I wanted it to, I could have doubled it up. Okay. Alright, so now we have a C9, add 11. Add 11! And now I'm gonna go ahead and hit you up here and hit you with the 13, technically, because it's the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. So the chord now is going to be called a, because the E down there, right, the 3, that's why they call add 3. So I added 3, or the 3rd, if you will, the 3. So now I have, technically, if I was to look at this kind of funny from this angle, I would say C, major chord, flat 5, dominant 7 chord or whatnot. Now, because that's my 9, which was my 2, I add 11 now, and now now we have add 3, because just because I hit this, technically, like I said, it is your 13. But and we have the add 3rd on the bottom. So you see how pretty that sound? You know, did y'all hear the voicing? Now I'm creating chord progression. Even if it's just these 2 chords, 2 chord progression. So we're playing now a C13, because remember 13 is a 6. And you remember the 11? 11, I told you it was the 4. In this case, Cordy's gonna call it the 4. And then add the 3 of the 3rd. So we have a C13. I'm sorry, a C13 sus 4. And add 3. I'm gonna take the 3 off now. It's just straight up a C13 chord now. With the 1, the 5, the flat 7, 2, 11, and 13. That's why it's called it 13. C13. Now, I did tell y'all in other videos there is another route to this, because it's more than one way to approach the 13 sus chord. All right, it's more than one way. It's more than one way to approach the 13 sus chord. It's just basically what I call your preaching chord. All right. There it is. There. So we also have a C13 sus chord. I told you it's more than one way. Now, what's cracking in the left hand, because I hit the bottom, this is a still C13 sus chord. Not the 4, but the 13th chord. What's happening is because, you know, all right, let me show y'all the simple way. Let me show y'all the simple way. This one guy went around a mulberry bush to get there, but what I'm using is an idea of the B flat major 7 chord. I had just told y'all what it was when I did it here. It was the root. Okay, we have the first inversion, and then we have the second inversion. This is what I was holding, and then we have the third inversion. Okay, and then all I have to do is hit the 5 and the 1. I told you it's more than one way to play the 13 sus chord, C13 sus chord, right? Okay, all right. Now, the route that I think I showed y'all from another angle, from just fooling with this type of stuff, is that you can, I guess I'll go and play around with the 4 chord in C, and the 1 chord, which is C major, I'm going to the 4 chord, which is F, and then the 1 chord, I'm gonna put it up here. Now, hit the G bass. And now I went to a G13 sus chord. Right. Y'all see how simple that was? Now I can also use the minor chord, which is the 2 chord, and my 1 went to the top 2, I believe. I put my 1, my C major chord. If you learn your chords using the Nashville system, you're going to see this. It's funny the way it kind of comes off, but and that's my 2 chord D minor. So I'm going to use my D minor chord next, and put the 1 chord, what I just told you was the C major, and then I'm going to hit you with the G down at the bottom. All right. So I can use the 2 chord and the 4 chord and get the same idea. And also, of course, y'all, you can use the perfect fifth, the power chord, and pull off the same idea. And pull the same idea off as well, okay? Let's see. Gotta get it when it's right, because I just did the power chord. And if you really took a good look at the left hand and the piece of the right hand, what am I playing? That minor move, and also that major move, which is the 4. I'm playing that 2 chord, and I'm also playing that 4 chord and the 1 chord, and using the power chord to do what I do. You can do the same thing with the C movement, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 back, right? And play the same scenario. If I just play around with this A minor, we're going 6 back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can do the same thing, because remember, and you end up playing the power chord in C, because it'll be the B flat major 7 chord, or you can just play B flat major 7. I could have played the major 7 chord. Remember, I was playing the C major move, right? Now, and I did say you can go to the minor move, right? The 2 chord. But I know that I can use the C major 7, because I told you that you mix these 2 chords together with B flat, and you end up playing this 13th sus chord. Because you play B flat. Now, if you play just straight B flat, it would just be a C9 sus 4 chord. Now, because I threw the 13 up there, 13 in the scale, which is the C, it creates the C13 chord. And the thing is that B flat and D minor are related, y'all. And then you have the equation with the C major chord. Now that just made me play D minor 11, but switched. D minor, just switched. That was the root position, right? Right, and then you can do root first, and the second inversion. Still D minor 9 chord. Now that's 11. Now I understand. Now I can mess with the C major 7 third inversion, second inversion. All right. The root. I'm sorry, the first inversion and then the root. Just remember, flatten the 7. And I'm trying to reach for. So, you can come from different angles, but I'm going to take the third off because it's making a change by voicing. Yeah, because it's changing my voicing, right? Right, there it is. Right. So, as as I said, it's more than one way to play that voice, because I know major 7, the older version, and there it is here. And we hear this in preaching chords, so you know, gotta get awareness. You know what I'm saying? You know, the one, and now switch the hand because the bottom is carrying the bottom there. Now, I'm borrowing a chord from another key, B flat, basically, so to speak, almost. But remember, C flat 7. It makes me feel like I'm borrowing B flat. Yes, borrowing B flat. Feels like you borrowing the key of B flat. Borrowing B flat. All right, so C9 sus 4, but once I hit the 7, I can do it here. Because it's a what? Third inversion. This is the third inversion. Gotta get awareness. Right. So that's why you hear it. We bring it up. So you see, I'm carrying the minor chord and doing the inversion, and it's related to B flat. So now we have what we call a B flat major 7, right? So it's related to B flat major 7. D minor is related to B flat chord. And D minor. And we're just doing what we call inversions. And until you add that C on the bottom. So it's like you see the 4, it's like you see the 13, and flat 7. 9. I'm just calling it off if I'm about to hit the C note in a minute. Double up 11 or 4. And double up the 13, which is a 6. Now, the minute I hit the C note, right, once I hit that, it becomes now a C13 sus chord. The preacher chord. Can I get away? Now, in the right hand. You see me playing around with the minor, and that was the 2 chord. All right, that was the 2 chord, and then you see me messing with the 4 chord, because they related. They're related because this is now a D minor 7. Okay, so in the scale, I said I won't go through all this theory stuff, but but. So you have a D major 7. All we did was flat the 3rd, flat the 7, and we have a D minor move, as I kept saying. And you almost just see that C major chord about to hit you too, right? So D minor 9, 11. But the minute I change the bass line for this particular move, it takes me to the G13 sus chord, which is also the preaching chord. Can I get a witness? If I use that same concept in C, I'm going to come with the same thing, right? I'm going to come with the same move. All right, I'm going to come with the same move because I'm transposing. So now I have an F13 sus move, and all I did was just remember the concept behind the madness, all right? And so on and so forth and so on. But if I get the idea that I'm messing with the 1 and the 4 and borrow B flat from another key, that will give me where I'm trying to go to, right? You know, so C major, flat 7, C7, 9, 11, and 13. Now that sound is a little different because of the third. 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna take it off. Right. So yeah. So I have to take it off. Right. All right. All right. But I was trying to show you a simple way to get there. All right. Like this one guy was taking everybody a long way around, and I'm like, dude, yeah, you could. I could have took you from could have took you to the sus2, but actually the sus4, and come that angle too, and get you to the move. But you see, my thumb wants to take over, right, and get you there as well. Yeah, yeah, right. So, yeah. And you know, you're just taking the same idea and you transposing the moves, you know. Now that's what we call step back or step down. You shouldn't have to do that. Your hand should automatically just go to. Can I get a witness that God is good? Wait. What my hand was doing? Major move. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, okay. There it is. Right into the key of E. Right. I do a flat 9 in there, but by accident. Can I get a wizard? And so on and so on. So it's like, okay, I see how my hands is playing this move. So knowing that I'm playing a major 7 chord, and I'm using the F major chord, I'm using a D minor move, right? And so now I get the concept behind the madness. The major 7, the D minor move, and the F major move. A piece of the C major chord, the 1 and 5. And you see, did you see my 5 one here? It's gonna be in the left hand. Now that causes me to also play a minor move, a G minor chord. I'm gonna start coloring it. I have a G minor 9, 11 move, and then it's still gonna be a what? That's right, a C 13 chord. I'm just fattening it up, right? Now I see that I can release the left hand a little bit and take some stress off that left hand. Allow me to just play these notes here. And if I want to go here, cool. I'm just gonna make my chord fatter. Can I get a win? You know, they go. Right? So it's a simple way of doing it. It's the 1 at the top, minor chord on the bottom, and then you go. In this case, we're doing this in the key of G. I'm going to the 1 in G. The 1 in G. So probably if I use the key of B flat, the create this 13, it will be like your major move on the 1. Let me think about this for a second. That's my 1. That's my 2. So that didn't work in that key, right? So we already know that. So let's try B and see what happens with B. I can already tell you that ain't gonna work, right? So let's try A. So we already know that ain't gonna be, that's not gonna, y'all see what I'm saying? We already see that ain't gonna happen, right? So let's try A flat and see if A flat will jive with this. A flat. This is my 1, B flat minor 2. Oh. You'll figure out which key. I'm just doing this on purpose so you can see which key you can do this magical move with. So let's say if I was in G and then I go to A minor. Nope. We're going to find it, right? I'm doing this on purpose. So let's say we go to F then. Let's go to F. Okay. Now let's see F here. And then our 2 chord is G minor. Nope. Well. And what's our 4 chord? B flat. Yeah. So let's see. So we have the F. That was the 1. So we'll put the F at the top. Okay, we'll put the F at the top. Remember I said the F goes to the top. But what was my 2 chord? G minor? There it is. I told you, you will find it. It's not that difficult. You just got to figure out which one is going to fall under. And it was F. I knew it was F. I just want to see if anybody would catch that. So, in the key of F, because you know how I figured it out, because I know B flat is the 1 in the key of B flat. And I knew B flat wasn't going to be it, right? For sure. I knew that A wasn't going to be it, for sure. And I knew A flat wasn't going to be, because I knew that it was a no-brainer, right? Let's just say that's a no-brainer. Because B flat, my 2, is C minor. So I knew that one go jive, right? Then I knew A wasn't go jive because B minor is the second move. And remember I said it was the 1 goes to the top. And the 2 chord on the bottom. All right. So I said, okay, it got to be G, right? Now y'all probably say, wait, hold on. Okay, so if I was in the key of C and I wanted to play that 13th sus chord, right? It will be the key of C. And the 1 go to the top. And I want to create that G 13th sus chord. So it's going to be the C. 1 chord, the 2 chord, or the 4 chord, y'all. Okay, so in G, what was my 1 chord? G. And my 2 chord was G minor. Oops. I'm sorry, F. I meant to say F. I'm sorry, F. F was my 1 chord, and my 2 chord was G minor. And what gave it away was the B flat and the D. Right? So that's the 2 chord. The 3 chord was A minor. And my number 4 chord was exactly B flat. So if I would put the G minor as my and my F major chord at the top, which was the 1, it would give me what? The minor 9 chord, G minor 9, 11. And now I hit G at the bottom. Okay. Now I'm missing something, right? So I was like, okay, all right, let me see which one it's gonna be. So it has to be F. 2 chord G minor. And that's what it kind of gave it away a little bit on which voice, and you see that. And you clearly see that, right? Okay, anyway. Okay, so the 5 chord in F was C. So it's like you had the 1 F, the 2 G minor, the 4 B flat, and the 5 chord C. So basically putting the C on the bottom, in this case, and the B flat was my what? 5. C was my 5 chord in F. And my 4 chord was B flat. And then my 2 chord was G minor. Oh, in that key, in the key of G. So I was like, okay, giving me the C13 sus chord, right? I was trying to make this simple, right? But yeah. And like I said, there's more than one way to do. More than one way to do this, you know, have fun with it. Right? Now, that movement would have put me in G because I'm messing around either on the 5 and the 4 and G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I get away? Or, yeah. Will make me think I want to go to G. There it is. Now here is your C9 chord. Without messing with that voicing, even though I could go C9 13. Was this C9 diminished to the 5 chord, same chord, right? What key I'm in? Oh yeah. What key I'm doing this in? G or C? In the key of G, right? Yeah. So you end up playing some of the same chord. Now I might voice it this way and take you to the minor 9 and D minor 9 11 could move. And then hit you with this, which is nothing but a sus 2, could be sus 4, and playing around with the move, causing you to play the major 7 flat 5 stuff. With the tritone, I told you it's major 7 flat 5, or it can be the minor 11 flat 5 with the D bass, you know. Now because we went to D bass, we end up playing that D7 sharp 9 sharp 5. And right back to that move that I had mentioned earlier. Wait. Oh yeah. Here we go. Yeah. I probably would have approached it from a different angle. I'm just so I want to put yeah. What I play? What? I forgot. Major 7, major 9, sharp 5. There it is. Okay, there it is. All right. Da da. So minor 7 flat 5, flat 13. Basically, I'm just going from a D flat to technically A flat. Half step back. That should be. Let me see. All right, B flat minors. Let me see. B flat minus 7. Let's see, how am I holding that? Yeah, A minus 7. How do I do that? Oh, I'm just what? How am I doing that? I forgot. I mean, we go A flat. Let me see, D flat at 6, and A flat at 6. But then I did it this way too. flat. Okay, so B flat 9, so it's 4. That sounds weird. I'm about to do that. Oh, let's see how I'm doing that. I'm trying to figure out how I'm doing this thirds, minor third. Okay. Okay. I'm like, how am I doing that? Let me see. I was trying to. What's that? Major 9 minus. What? I'm trying to figure out how I'm doing it. Trying to figure out my finger. Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. See, my hand want to go like, do that. That's what my finger want to do. Yeah, it is. That's what my finger want to do, that move. There it is. I'm gonna leave this one note out because I'm doing that cluster move, so as my other fingers get in the way. Right, so because it's a minor move. So, there it is. Let me see. Okay, so that's what I thought. I'm keeping the same note. Let's see how I did that again. I forgot already. There it is. Okay. Major 9 is what I see it. Okay, and then minor 7 flat 5. Okay, so let me see. Here it is. Okay, minor 7 flat 5 with the flat 13. I have to see how my fingers doing it. Okay, now see how my fingers doing it. That's why we gotta practice, right? Alright, so that's what I would do. I'll spend time practicing on something and I'll put it in front of me. Or I think it's something that I want to put in front of me, just like I was doing it. And I'll practice that for a little while, right? Until I feel that I got it. And then once I have it, then I'll move on. All right? And then you move on to something else different. Come on, what happened? What happened? I don't want that one. Get off of that one. Five, six. I try to do a countdown in my mind. It's hard to call it out while I'm playing. All right. Well, I just do a little countdown in my mind and say, okay, all right, 10, 9, or either count upward or whatever, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! That's a workout, y'all. I'm telling you, this is a workout for sure. Okay. So it's a workout. Nothing's gonna be super simple, right? But that's the whole point of practicing. All right. Then once I get that idea of movement, then I move on to something else. Let's see what else happened. So he worked his way up to it. Minor at 2. There's that diminished major 7. Diminished 7, I'm sorry. Either minor 9, 11 or major 7. Let me see. Is that diminished major 7? Diminished 7 again. And then minor 9. Remember I told you that earlier. So that's how I went major 7. I love that minor move. Just all from one note. You can go from the major 7 to the minor 9, 11 move. Or minor 9. Or minor 9, 11. Right, so you know. Minor 9. Beginner musicians, remember, you may hear musicians playing the major move, right? You know, or you may hear them play a minor move. Depends on which way they want to start it with. This one is minor. Then he went to diminish, and then he went to major 7, major, back to diminish. And then he went to minor 9. So chord-wise, we can clearly see this is the minor move. You clearly see this is the diminished move. Clearly see this major move. Clearly see that's a diminished move. Major move. Well, that's without the bass line. Major move and major 7 move. Depends on what your ears want to play with. And see, my left hand want to get involved. My left hand say, bro, you did not fit to leave me out, cuz I got this, Cuddy. Cuddy, I got this, Cuddy. You not going to leave me out. Not today. All right? So the left hand is like, hey, well, let me get some of this. And he just sped it up, right? Because you know I can play the shout music, you know, wherever, you know, and slow the tempo down. Doing a version? you know the move, that's how you mess with it. You know, to mess with it, because you can play with it because especially if you already know it's a minor move, right? And you already know we're going to what a diminished move. So you know now you play around with this stuff, So it's like minor move, diminished, and I can now before I get there, I can play around with this too, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Now if I had pedals. Play around with it, so doing inversion, minor move, till I get to my target chord. If I know what the target chord is, it's let me see, minor move, and then you know what I'm saying, but yeah, whichever one sounds kind of cool for the move. A flat. Ba, ba, ba. You know what I'm saying? You can play around with the beat or whatever, or Let me see one. Let me see that. Let me see. My brain trying to catch up with the tempo. I'm trying to see if I want to go with this one. I mean, because we're going to the major moves, so I can mess around with this all day and have fun. And do it again. You see how I went up? And walk up to it, you know what I mean? To do the and change the it switched up too. I don't know what did I just play? I just minor move, diminished move. You know what I'm saying? And play around with it, my man. Now, my brain wants to go up. Make my way to the 2. It wants to go to the 6, to the 7, to the 1. Walk up. 1 up to the 2. Instead of going backwards. Because that's what he did. He went backwards with it. Now my mind wanted to go upward because I can feel my hands want to go there. That's the correct way. 6, 7, 1, 6, 2. And then you go to the chop. chop. We got the chop already knocked up, which is the 5-6-5-1, and we hear that all the time somewhere. Now, no one showed me how to do that. I just kind of like was messing around with it one day, you know. And I was like, what? I started messing around. Nobody showed me this. Nobody show me how to play this stuff, but I'm just messing with it over and over. I'm just messing with it cause I can do it, but I don't know what I'm doing now. Let me see. I don't know what I'm doing, just messing with stuff. All right, just messing with stuff. So this is what we talk about practice. You want to start to sound like the pros. Now you got to learn these chords. Major move, this is my little formula. Minor move, augmented move. At the 7, C major 7 sharp 5, diminished. And whatever my right hand can do, did you notice my left hand is leading? I'm forcing my left hand to lead. Then right hand follow. What? My right hand is following my left hand. What? My left hand is following the right hand now. All of a sudden, after messing around, I kept saying my left hand is weak. So I said, let me just try to get it strengthened a little bit. Now, I shouldn't be doing this, but I am doing it. But I need to take off the armrest over here. The armrest is not my friend. I need to take it loose. All right? Because I'm relying on my armrest to just let my... I'm just gliding. But that's not the way we should practice. So my armrest should come off, because that's gonna make me lazy. When I say lazy, maybe it can affect my ability to really like get busy. I gotta turn this video off to get to it, but anyway. So you probably catching me leaning a little bit. So see my left hand, you know. With my left hand, my right hand just is gonna be like, okay, chorded. And then my right hand follows. It didn't used to do that at first. Then now my right hand, my left hand, then right hand, left hand. Left hand again. And then my left hand would follow. Or my right hand. So that's something that that happened over time, where I felt that my left hand was weak, so I needed to strengthen it. And how to do that is by taking something simple, is me listening to that tune. Now either left, 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 right, 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 left, right, and left, right, right, left, right. I'm saying left, 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 right, 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 left, right, and right, 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 left. left hand. I'm no keyboard player, but anyway. So get the left hand going, and then get your right hand, syncopate with it, whatever. So that's what I would do. I'll sit here and listen to something to see if it's something that I can snatch up from another musician. 9 out of 10 is something that I had already said. I already know how to play. And just now putting it in what we call sequence mode or pattern mode. You know what I'm saying? And so, I had a music teacher showing me how to do the stuff. But, and I'm making it up as I go. You know what I'm saying? Making it up as I go, as I feel my way through this, and just trying to use some ideas that I might hear. So that towards that major 7 or minor 9, going to the 6, and of course he's chopping on the 6. So he's chopping on the 6. He was chopping on the 2. In the beginning, we start out with that little C minor add to E diminished 7. I told you what group that falls under. The C sharp or D flat diminished group. E diminished group, G diminished group, B flat or A sharp diminished group. All right, so that's what you're doing there. That's on the 6. A flat. All right, I'm no professional, y'all. I don't have perfect pitch. I just play chords, and hopefully that I might fall on a chord that I've already played before, and go from there. So Samuel Talbert, I'm not professional, okay? All right. Sometimes I like to hear other musicians' perspective on how they may approach something, and then I want to get an idea on how they approach it. It's not that I need lessons or something like that, which I do. Everybody needs lessons. I'm not professional, like I said. But sometimes I like to hear other people's perspective on it. This is me transposing. You can create your own song. Once you learn your major move, as I say over again, once you know your minor move, once you know your augmented move, you can kind of sort of start being creative with making music. Even if it don't make sense, but if it just makes sense to you. C. C, G. Let me see. Back to C again. Back to G. And then to F. You know what I'm saying? And then back to C. Because I understand G, C, and then I understand that I can go to the 5 in G. I can understand that I can go to the 6 in the key of C. This time I played an A C major 7 instead of the A minor move. I can still play the A minor move. Remember, learn your inversion. And you can play it here. So I'll put it here. So I can go, now we want it in terms of numbers. I usually don't do this in that way. I just kind of go off of what we call feel. C. to go G first inversion this time. And then let me see, I played G a minute ago, a C, G, then I can go back to let's go to C this time on the 6th inversion. And then we go back to G, we play root. And then I can go to F major. I'm just playing chords that's within that formula. And it was the one I started with. C to the G inversion, first inversion. Oh, I can go root. And then I can go back to C root position on the 6th. Root position back on the 5. And root position on F4. And you can create your own song just by doing that. You know, Jesus, he's the best thing to me. I can't sing. Don't try to steal my song from me, because I'm the producer and the writer of my own music. And if I catch you, writing a song that belongs to me, I'm gonna sue you. Because you stole my music from me. I'm gonna catch you. One, I'm gonna do secret sauce chord. Nope. There it is. 6/9 chord. This is my song today. Let me see. So you said just that quick I could create my own music because I can make up some stuff. Ah! Let me go back to piano. You see what I'm saying? So you can be creative with an idea because you already know, or for my beginner musician, you know that that's C, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished. And if I don't use the 7 for the diminished move, don't trip, because I can also borrow, or I can substitute the 7 chord, which is diminished, and substitute it for a different kind of chord. Oh, like a minor move. And remember that minor move? D minor. And maybe that D minor might work for me on the 7. Oh, okay, now remember, I said we were going to learn this major move, the minor move, right? Augment the move. If I exercise this in all 12 keys, right? Dominant chord or C7 chord, major 7, right? sus2. I got these ideas in mind. The secret sauce chord, and then my tritone, or of course the sus4, then my tritone. I think I said 10 chords or 11 chords, including tritone. And now I can come up with an idea. 1 5 3 1 5 3 F flat 3 2 3, or back to the major move. Right? And then that was the 1. Let's see, I'm gonna play a different chord on the 7 instead of what I played earlier. Woo! The minor move. with the tritone. Okay, I'm feeling that. Even a transpose. What? Yeah, all I took the minor move, y'all, and transpose back. What? That was an accident. I didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. Craziness. Y'all remember that? Remember this move? What? Why did it work? Because it's the preaching chord in C. It's on the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Watch this. Now, I'm heading to my 4. But I decided, you know what? I'm going to play another move on the 4. And then I can go back to my 1 and not start that, whatever I just did to make. Or whatever. Now I can come back here. Or I can just start on the sus2. Now I'm going to G now this time. And then go over here to... See? You know what I'm saying? I have an idea. Watch it. And coming down, preach chord. What? I'm gonna take you somewhere else. I took you somewhere else, right? Where did I take you to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7. I took you to the flat 7. And guess what? Back to it. I'll play this straight first. Let you jump with the cluster, which is still a major 7 move, C major. Hit you with something crazy. And then took you somewhere else. Then if I wanted it to, watch this, back to the 1. And then take you to the 7 move. To the 3. Change the bass line. I'm playing around with it. Right back to this move. Or 3rd inversion if I want to go. Alright. Up. Ooh. Ooh. Remember that preacher chord in G? I'm messing with y'all now. Now I went up to A flat, 13, sharp 11. Transpose. Now in the beginning I started it off super simple. I forgot how I even started actually. So, any song, any key you can do this in. That pattern is simple. So if you know the pattern is F sharp. Play the same chord. And no, nothing fancy. Four, B69, and then start all over. And now I'm messing around with the tritone again with the minor move, or actually tritone with the sus2 secret sauce chord, y'all. The sus4 chord, B flat 7 sus4 chord. And he messing now, coming back around, messing with it with the 6/9 chord. So you know, so instead of me just coming back with the major move, you know. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I can play the same thing because of the pattern that I may choose to use based upon the chords that I'm familiar with. You can do anything in any key. It doesn't matter what you do it in A. You could go to E. Because you know you're going 1 to the 7, right, to the 6. Actually, yeah. 5, and then 4. Right, because once you learn the pattern of chords you play or already know, you can now go sus. It ends up being a major chord at the end of the day. You just changing the location of your chord. So A flat at 2. Now this become a sus2, but it depends on what I add in the left hand, and that makes me play the A add 2, A major add 2. I'm sorry, y'all. You get what I'm saying? So it depends on, and just because I relocated the chord, I just omitted the 3. 1, 2, 3, and of course inversion. What inversion? See, it depends on what inversion one. Back to A. Back to E, or sus4. So I can switch that off between major, the sus chord. I call it the secret sauce chord. You can use the sus2, or the straight up D major chord, or you can use the sus4 chord if you know how to use it. If you know, create that 6/9 movement. So it depends. I'm sorry. And if also it was about placement. These two, you know, people might say, where you want to place it. You know, see? I'm playing with it, see? You know, I was just playing around with see where I want to place it. You know, so yeah, you can mess around with this stuff. And do all other stuff. You can move this around. You play. I played this earlier. I told you you can mess with this stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. So, and you can turn this into the minor 9/11 move. Secret sauce, sus 2 or sus 4. And you know, I know you know, and you know, and I know you can go to the secret sauce chord whether you want to play it down low or how you want to put it. And then, woo! All I'm using is secret sauce chord. Major 7 flat 5, minor 7. What? A flat major 7, sus 2, and bringing me to the move to the 1. So basically, what it is if I'm thinking of D, I don't know what key I'm doing this in, but I was in A, and I was just doing a turnaround in the key of D. Because why? D and A share the same notes in the scale. They share the same notes in the key of A to D. So I said, oh. Which makes me play an A6/9 chord. Now, no one taught me that, y'all. I'm literally sitting here doing this to see what would happen if I did it. Yeah. Now that I did it, I'm like, oh wow. Now, if I was in a key of D, this would have been 1 up, D up to E flat. So that would have been this move right. Wait a minute. So hold on. Look, what key I'm doing this in again? I said E flat. No, D. Oh, I'm thinking D. My bad, y'all. Here it is. No, it's here. Oh, my bad. There it is. 1 up. A little extra chord movement. And bring me to the 1 in D. Well, see, the 1 in D is the 1 in D. Basically. And A, so basically, let me see, hold on. Let me see. 6, 7. Yeah. So that would have just been my 1 up. This is D plus 1 or sharp 1 or whatever y'all want to call it. And because I'm thinking of A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5, flat 5 to the 4. So that's what that will be, flat 5 to the 4. Flat 5 to the 4 in A. But it will be in D, it will be sharp 1 down to 1. Or people might even use the word flat so this is E, right? So people would say flat 7 if I was in the key of E. But there's the 1. So it would be flat 7 to the 1 in the key of D. But this little extra if I'm thinking of the key of A or D, it doesn't matter in there because these notes, or at least that first note, isn't in the D scale, but it's outside of the D scale, and it's also outside of the A scale, basically. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I would say flat 6. Some of us we would have said sharp 5. Sharp 5. So we would have said sharp 5, and you know, in the key of A, where it says sharp 5 to the 5 to the G. That will be also out of the A scale as well, because that will be the number 6. So we probably say flat 6, and some of us we might end up calling this a sharp 5. I'm sorry, sharp 6. I'm sorry. So it depends on how y'all want to number. But number wise, it will, we might just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we might just say, basically, if I'm thinking of A. So I either might call this 5 or 6. 5 up to the 6. I know that's my 7. I'm up to the 7. So we might call it that way too. So it just depends. See how it puts me into the key of D? Right back to the and basically I'm just playing the E flat or D sharp, or if you depend on if I say I'm in D, I'm just basically playing the E flat 7, flat 9, sharp 9, and also flat sharp 5. What? And it's the same stuff I can repeat over and over and over and over. I'm putting this all in my book, basically, where I play the minor 7 flat 5, the minor 7 flat 5 with the 13. All that stuff's gonna be in my book. And we hear this. I might hear it this way. So G minor 7 flat 5. And so I may approach it differently. I may mess with it differently. I just added a B flat to it to give it flavor. Do the E flat on the bottom to give it flavor, but that's because it's my bass line. And playing E flat major chord, and I'm just coming down with the minor move. Yeah. Now you kind of sort of heard me playing around with this earlier, right? Except that was with the B flat major 7. This time I threw the G there because it's a G minor chord, and you might hear it differently like this now. What? All right. And so ain't nobody showed me how to do this, y'all. I'm just fooling around with it as I mess it up. And you're gonna hear some chords. And I'm playing around with that. Whatever. I forgot what chord I just played. That's how I mess with it to see what. And so, man, you play all this kind of stuff and praise break because it's your own little style that you might want to build. You can mess around with it. Oh Lord, I'm trying to stop the track, but it just keep on going. Oh, ah, what the deal? Alright. Honest stuff. Oh, Lord, stop it now. Come on now. Alright. All that is simple chords. Literally simple chords. You're just transposing the major seventh chord. Well, I missed one. It's transposing it. You're just transposing the major seven chord. Transposing the major seven moves technically on the sixth. Think about this, y'all. Watch this. Chords you're gonna already know. All right. So if somebody said the scale A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, G, A flat. This is just knowledgeable, right? Then if somebody said D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, and C, I just pick those two chords or those two particular keys. So we picked A flat, D flat, and then E flat. Let's go to E flat. Somebody said E flat 1, F2, G3, A flat 4, B flat 5, C6, and 7. If you really take a good look at this, this is A flat scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a look at the notes. 5, 6, 7. That's A flat. Take a look at it in D flat. You're going to find the same notes, but the number was different. 1 is A flat. 2 is B flat, right? And 3 is C. 4 is D flat. 5 is E flat, right? 6 is F. And G number 7, right? If I go to D flat, I'm starting on what number technically in A flat? A 4. But it is the 1. Okay. Second note in D flat is the 2. What is it in A flat? The 2. I'm sorry, the B flat. Hold on. Let me show myself now. If I was going to D flat, I'm going to the 2 in E flat, in the key of D flat. All right, it'll be E flat. What number is it in A flat? A 5. Oh, right. All right, and A flat, if I go to the C, it's the 3. What number is it in D flat? Number 7. Oh, all right, and in the key of D flat, we're gonna have now the number 3 chord, or number 3. This ain't number 3. It's gonna be what? F, which is number what? 1, 2, 3. But what number is it in A flat? The 6. Now, the chord on the 3 in the key of, yeah, it's the same. All right, it's gonna be, when we talk about the chord, you're gonna find some of the chords that's gonna be the same thing from this key to this key. What? All right, now let's go to D flat and we go to the 4 chord, or the 4th note. It's F sharp or G flat. Now, is it in the key of A flat? Now remember, y'all, it's not going to always be all of the notes. All right? There's going to be majority of the notes in the scale that may jive with the next key. I'm just saying. All right, so in A flat, of course, we don't have a G flat. All right, so now we know that. And now, that is the 4. Let's go to the 5 in D flat. A flat. What is it on the 1 in A flat? The 1. The 1. The 1. All right. All right. So now we're on the 5. Let's go to the 6 in D flat. It's B flat. Right? The 6. What is it in A flat? The 2. The 2. All right. Now, that means some of the chords that you can use in D flat in the key of A flat or the same. All right. All right. Now, if we go to key of E flat, if we go to E flat is the 1. The 2 is F. The 3 is G. Okay, let's finish A flat right quick. A flat, we had the G, which was number what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The number 7. All right. Now, in the key of E flat, we had the 1, which is E flat. But what is it in A flat? The 5. And what is it in the key of D flat? The 2. It's the 5 and it's also the 2 in 2 different keys, but it is now the 1 in E flat. Can I get a witness that God is trying to tell you something? And only if you listen, you just might. You just might. You just might learn something. mind learning something, man. Alright, I'm just messing around with this. But yeah, you're gonna find some of the same notes from one key to the other. So now we at E flat, the one. We already know what it is in A flat. It's the 5. We already know what it is in the key of D flat. It's the 2. That's just the beginning of this, right? All right. So then, in key of E flat, we got the 2. That F again. E flat is the 2. Yes, the 2 in E flat, right? So what was it in the key of A flat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6. It was the 6. All right. Now, what other key that you're going to have that F in? That's right. The key of D flat, the 3. 1, 2, 3. So that means that you're going to find some of the same exact chords that you played in A flat on the 1. You're going to find A flat on the 5 and D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're going to find A flat on the 4 and the E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's just it. It's just using that as an example. Oh, A flat on the 1. Oh, on that key. Oh, D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5. Oh. Oh, okay, I get it. I got an E flat to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, don't forget, we do have sharp keys. All right, so we're gonna have some sharp keys. That will be like maybe like the key of D, maybe, or maybe no, definitely not D. But we'll find out, right? That'll be like maybe the key of E. Oh, okay, or maybe the key of B. All right, so we got the key of E, and we have the key of B. It turns it into now a sharp note, maybe not. I mean, I'm just saying maybe not. Okay. But that's something you have to look into to see if you're gonna find that end up playing that same chord in some sharp keys. Or okay, well technically yes, because of the fact that you're not gonna find it in E and you're not gonna find it in B. I'm just messing with y'all minds here. You're not gonna find it in A. All right, you're not gonna find it in A, B, D, or E. Okay, I'm just messing with y'all. I'm just messing with y'all minds. You're not gonna find it in G or F. All right, so you're not gonna find them in C. You're not gonna find it in the white keys, y'all. No A flats in those keys. However, here's the word. However, you can use these chords as substitution chords in the other key. You can use it in the key of A flat on the 3 in A flat. 1, 2, 3. Watch it. What? Yes. Yes, you can use that A flat chord, right? In the key of A flat on the 1. You can use it on the 3. What? Okay. So ask yourself a question. Can you use it in D flat? The same scenario? Well, I believe so, yes. You can go to D flat and you play it on the 5 to the 7 to the 1. What? Yes. In A flat, you can play it in the 1, right? You can also play it in the 3 to the 4. Did y'all listen to the chord? Just pay attention to that. To the 4. A flat 1, walking up to 2.5 to the 3 to the 4. Now watch this when I do it in D flat. 5, walk up my 5 to the 6, 6.5 to the 7 to the what number? 1. The same chord. What? Okay, let's see. Can we do that in E flat? On the 4? Yes. Walk up the 4 to the 5, 5.5 to the what? 6. To the, okay. Now, do we have this note in the key of E flat? No. don't. So that what we call this a sharp 6. If you're using the movement in a certain way. Did y'all see what I did? If I use that in that fashionable way. Look, you know what I'm saying? 4, walking it up to the 6. 6 up to the 7. To the 1 up. Then to the 2. Well, earlier you heard me. Walking that make the middle ball. Depends on how I use the move, you know what I'm saying? You notice I do this D diminished 7. Then I did technically a D flat or C sharp diminished 7. If I'm thinking I'm in E flat. Inversion. Because I could use this ID. Yeah, and mess with it. What? Yeah, I can make that idea up and create a song just from messing with that move, or because I'm thinking D flat, A flat, and E flat. Right? So if I'm thinking D flat or E flat, it's the 4. Now I'm gonna mess around with this move. I'm actually thinking of A flat to 2, A flat to 1, the 2, the 3, the 4. Y'all didn't hear me do that at first. Then the diminished move, transposing, major move, or mighty nine move, and keep messing with it. Remember, I was thinking it's chord, the song. See how I told you I can use it? What? And go back to the And so I said, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what chord I did. What was that? I forgot what I did. There you go. Just that whole little movement right there, creating a chord progression from the move, from E flat 4 to 5. I'm sorry, E flat 4, 5, 6, 6.5 up, 7. All right, I'm gonna do this though. All right, I'm in E flat, so 1 up plus 1 to the 2 to the. That's out of the key scale, 4 up. Or I could have went back to the 2 and end up on the 5. 5.5. And wherever I want to go. To the 7, to 3, to the 6, 5, 4. You know what I'm saying? And mess around with that, or messing with the minor move, you know. Because some of the same chords you can do in E flat, you can do it in A flat. I can make this up as I go. So you can make stuff up because now you've learned ideas about the numbering system. But when I'm learning songs and stuff, I'm not really learning it because of the numbers. I'm learning it because I hear these chords or the notes. It might diminished small, major, diminished small, major, whatever else you do, and then the sus smooth chop. Then he hits. He's going to the major 7. He's just doing inversions. Another major 7. I'm sorry, minor 9 chord. So I meant to say minor 9. Minor 9. Now that's a sus 13 sus chord. E flat 13 sus chord. I told y'all about this earlier when I was messing around with it in the key of C and G and I believe F. I told y'all how you can get there. That's B flat minor 9 11. All day, that's what he's doing. F minor 9, B flat minor 9, F minor 9 11, and B flat minor 9. And everything else is more of the chop chop. Your chop is your perfect fifth. It's not no sus 2 chords, all right? Until this is the minor move right here, F minor 7, and this back to your perfect fourth. This would have been a sus 4, but I'm omitting A flat sus 4. I'm just omitting the 4. Or however, whatever pattern you want to use. Because when you learn this stuff, you learn in patterns. All right, so I'm learning a pattern. Learning a pattern, F minor 9. Because it's going to the 2. So in the beginning, we were chopping on the 2 in the beginning, actually. When he got to 6, 7, 1, back to the 6. Then he hits on the 2. Hit on the 6, chop on the 6. So basically, hit, chop, hit, chop, hit, chop, hit, chop, hit, chop. Which is the B flat major 9, B flat minor 9 11. Then hit, all right, and chop. Hit, chop, back to the 2. So basically going 2, 6, 2, 6, 2. That's right. And then they're gonna go hit you with the 3. No, the 3. Yeah. That's when you catch you with the 3. You know. Well, I forgot. Oh, da da da. How you do that 3? Yeah, there it is. Da da da. Right. Then he hit you with the 3 in A flat. 1, 2, 3. Which is a C, 7, sharp 9, sharp 5. Right? Yeah. And then he just do it over again. Well, he won't be doing this over. Once he did it that first time, he was done with that. F at 2, F minor at 2. I said E diminished 7, F minor 9, or A flat major 7. It depends on what your ear want to hear. So that's what he's doing there. It's simple stuff. All right. So throws back to what I was saying earlier. Once you learn a pattern of chords, you can do them in your own way. You know, you can slide up on your own way. to listen to my brain. That's that minor 9, I mean the minor 7 flat 5 move where I said earlier. I'm not sure how you doing that drill drop. I forgot how you, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. My brain might say. Let me see. Let me see. I'll find a pattern. But once I find a certain pattern that I want to do the move, and then I'll do the move. You know, whatever the move. I'll find whatever the move. All right. Let me see. Let's see. E. I'm skipping one. Get it. Okay. I'm skipping one of them. Normally you would hear it like this: F minor 11 flat 5. But you hear the minor move. So I can go between the minor move and the major move. Or I can go to the major 7 move. Both, either, all three of them actually. I go in between the 2 or 3 of those different chords. All right, so those chords is gonna be in my book. Why do you hear me going that? You should train your ears if you don't have perfect pitch. I don't have perfect pitch, you know, but anyway, because I play the notes over and over sometimes. I said, God said, let it be light. I said, I hear the note, right? So sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I used to do it back in the day. Try to figure out where the person is at, and that's okay, you know, if you want to do that. But if you keep hearing the same note, if you hear the voice, after a while, your ear is gonna be familiar with the note. Gotta get it when there's your ear will eventually. If you play around with it, if you don't have perfect pitch, you'll be able to learn how to pick somebody up. Sometimes it ain't easy, but you do have to have what I call a library of chords to play behind certain stuff. And I don't know a whole lot of library of stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I do. I have a whole lot. I have a whole bunch of library of stuff that I need to sit down and study it. But yeah. But so I'm more organ player, not a keyboard player, but I do like playing some ideas on the keyboard. When I hear some good ideas, and I say good ideas, and it better be some good ideas that I can say, okay, you know what, that's a good idea. That was nice. What David Jackson did, you know, it was minor, diminish, major, diminish, major chord technically, but it was also minor chord. And remember, chords are mix and matching chords. Musicians like to play mix and match chords. So once you learn some of the mix and matching chords with 2 different chords in your left hand, I can go diminish, D diminished 7. Remember, there's 3 diminished 7. Once you learn the concept or the types of chords that are out there, I said I used 10 so far to figure out what is he doing or she doing. Because it's gonna be a major move, it's gonna be either minor move or an augmented move, and a major 7 sharp 5 move maybe. It could be a diminished 7 move. It might be that dominant chord move. It might be that major 7 move. That sus2, that sus4, and that some sus4 chord movement and some tritone. And lo and behold, it's technically what's a sus4 move. All right, and it's A flat, so I hear the 5. That's not a tritone. All right. All right, so I go, okay. Now, in the beginning, it was this following the bass line. And remember, A flat is the 1. B flat minor is number 2. Now we're gonna follow the we're gonna follow a little bit of the Nashville system now. The 2 C minor. And remember, you practice them in different spots on the or on the keyboard. Number 4 D flat, you practice it in different spots on the keyboard. Number 5 is E flat. And number 6 is the F minor move. Remember, you got to study the spots, right? And number 7 is diminished, G diminished. B flat diminished because we're in flat key. And C sharp, D flat diminished. And E diminished. Oh, just like I said, you want to do your inversion. So, you know, again, I can make up something in that key. I can make up stuff because I'm not thinking of numbers for a moment now. Now that I realize I can go A flat to B flat minor to C minor to D flat to E flat for now, right? Okay, F minor, 6, and the diminished move, and back to the 1 chord. So I can make up something now. You see what I'm saying? 1, 7, right? 6, 5, 4, and then go to the 1. I didn't go to the 3, right? Or the 2 actually. Actually the 3, 2, 4, 1, 2. I'm sorry, 3. 2. I'm sorry, I keep saying 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can create an idea on just messing with that. I changed the chord. You see what I'm saying? I went to a major move on the 2 that time. I wanted to see what happened. So I go 3, 2, 1. I'm just messing with it. 2, 3. I'm sorry. 2, 1. Y'all didn't hear me do that at first. 3. Different chord on the 2. 1. Back to it. I'm going to the 5. 1. You can create your own song just by knowing the theory behind the madness on what kind of chords you want to use. I'm making this up. 1, 2, 3, 5, 1. I'm just making it up. 5. I want to make up something. 1, 2. What? 3. I want to do it again. I want to make up something. Headed to the 5. Back to the 1. I'm gonna hit the 4. 4, 1. 4. Oh, my bad. To the 5. you can do this. Anybody can do this. Remember, I'm either doubling up my 1, I'm doubling up my 2, and I'm doubling up my 3. 2. Headed to the 5. 4. To the 1. Did y'all? I must have hit something by accident somewhere. I think I hit one of them buttons over there, but that's funny. So you see 2 to 5. Pass the move to the 4. To the 1. I wasn't trying to be fancy that time. 5. His name is Jesus. His name is Jesus. He's the father of Abraham. It's my song, so don't try to steal it. I'm making this up. You see that left hand? My left hand. Now I probably would change the note. Yeah. Now I got a song. Just making it up because you already know that's your 1, 2, 3, and you know your 1 is major, major, minor, minor, major, major, back to the 1. And now when I'm doing songs, when I'm learning songs, I don't really sit here and be like, oh man, dude went to the 6 out of the key scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 5, a sharp 5, or flat 5, 2. You know, I'm not tripping off of the number. You know what I'm saying? I gotta fix that, whatever it is I hit over there. But I'm not sitting here tripping off of the numbers at the moment because right now it's just all about, let me learn some chords, right? Or a chord pattern to something. me see. Y'all know what I just did, a little intro. Maybe if I would have went up with it. Remember, the chord I play in A flat, it is the chord that will be in E flat on the 1. It's also the 2 chord in D flat. And my brain was thinking D flat for a minute. And my brain was thinking of A flat for the moment, right? And my brain is thinking of D flat. Think about so. And I can do the same. Back to the 1. 5 is the 5 in E D flat. 1 or the 2 in E D flat. Right, it's the 1 in E flat. Yeah. And then it's the 5 in the key of A flat. It's also the 3 in B. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can use that same chord in the key of B. If you use it in a certain spot or the same way, 2 to 7, going to the 3, but in B. Here it is. Move on. There it is. Right. So it's the same thing. You can go minor move. You can go the 13. Yeah, you can go minor move. Chord I said earlier, E flat 13 sus 4, add 3. Anything I add extra, it ain't gonna matter. It's just extra note. It could also be an F minor 9 because the voice, the F on an E. So yeah, let me see. I told you we're gonna use some of the same chord. A flat. Made my A flat earlier. I use it here. I can use the same idea. I know y'all know that voice singing that song, right? And that 6, 6, 9, you know. There's a voice in here. Remember that earlier I did the minor move. Now I'm going major move. We can go sus2, secret sauce. I mean, you know, we have the tritone. We have the sus4, which is D flat mixed with the minor chord, y'all. Which is a D flat major 7 chord. But these chords you're gonna hear all day. Back to the minor move. Depends on what voicing I'm gonna use when I'm doing that song. I never played this song on the keyboard. Same thing here. Alright? I played it a minute ago. You can play it in different spots. Because you can use a flat sus2 and E flat sus4, they're related with the same secret sauce. And again, you substitute in the major move, which is A flat add 2, for the secret sauce chord, or the sus2, or the sus4, it's secret sauce chord. And with knowing that, I could do that in on 12 key. Sus2, 4, 2, secret sauce. And know what I have the tritone underneath. You know you can go minor move. And that makes you play the C7 sharp 9 flat 5 because of the minor move. C7 sharp 9 flat 5, right? Until you take the top note and go over is sharp 5. Remember, if you think of a C, 5, right? Sharp 5, flat 5. Sharp 5, flat 5. In any key, you know which way is your sharp 5 and your flat 5. It doesn't matter what key it is. It could be A flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have the 5, you have the regular 5, sharp 5, flat 5. Always half step back. It's almost like you kind of about to play a 4 chord, a 4 note. 2, 3, 4. But it's because it's half stepping up that makes you play a F sharp. But it's also a G flat. That's why they call it flat, right? Because you're going backward. So it'll be G flat in reverse of the scale to G, and F is F sharp going up to the right. So you can play a regular 5 over here to the right of that is sharp 5. Half step back, then you play in a flat 5. Still learning this stuff up. So to go from a beginner level or whatever, after, like I said, I'm learning all this basic theory stuff, it's time to get down to the bitterness. It's trying to get down to stepping your game up and start learning some ideas from other musicians, even if you don't play everything they did. Just so you know what they did. So da 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 da, or this one. I think it's this one. That would make sense, and then chop. And then chop on the like I said, all these moves is the minor 9 chord, because that's what he's doing, is going to the 2. When he hits on the 2, he's hitting on a you know, all right, the B flat's there, and then chop. All these are basic chords, so you can't help but to not know it. And that's why I use the 3-finger chord or the 2-finger chord. I'm sorry, the 3-finger chord or the 2-finger chord. In this case, it works out in my favor when I use the 3-finger chord, and it depends on, as I'm transposing, I might end up doing the 2-finger chord. It doesn't matter. Well, at the end of the day, I'm ending it up. So here I got the 2-finger chord. Now I got the 3-finger chord because it's a major chord. 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. Doesn't matter what key I do. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. Doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. And that makes me play the major 7 move. I'm sorry, minor 9 chord. I'm sorry, minor 9, 11 chord. So there it is. I'm on the wrong one. The minor 9, 11 chord all day because I'm using the 3-finger chord. But it's really the major add 2 chord, y'all. It's a major add 2 is your scale. 1, 2, 3. It's A, C major add 2. D major add 2 all day. D major add 2. E flat major add 2. That's all I'm doing. and well, that is not only what I'm doing, but I'm hearing other cats do this stuff. And whether he's a 2-finger chord, it's still going to be the minor 9 chord until I add some more notes in the bottom or something like that, or other places, and then it didn't cause me to play the minor 9 chord. Right now, 9 and 9, 11 chord, but anyway. I had a minor 7, then I had a minor 9. Then you can play the 11. There it is right there. It's the C, but my finger couldn't reach it, so I said, let the left hand get it. So my left hand picked it up. We call it fat chord. Because I understand the power chord. I now got my 11, which is technically a G sus4, y'all. And I already know what my sus2 chord is going to be. It's the C sus2. Remember I said this earlier. And then I have the secret sauce chord. Either way, with the left or the right. And now when I see where my fingers is going to go, I can reach and do what I do. Do the do. So I can either go to a G 9 sus4 chord. And then you can switch over to the minor 9 chord because I'm going now using the B flat and the D minor. Remember that? So now I have a G minor 9 movement. Y'all remember the move? You know, I forgot already. You saw the best of me. B flat at 2. Or actually B flat major 9. Scratch what I just said. And B flat minor 9. Now I just made my stretch to get to my F chord at the top. So now I have the F, the D minor, the B flat. All right. To end up playing my minor 9 chord, a G minor 9 move. First I was here. Now I realize, oh, I can reach that C up there. Ooh, I can reach it. Ooh, that's a long reach. The only thing I omitted was the D here, and I replaced it down here with the power chord. And that's when we go to the sus2, sus4, as I said, and also a part of the secret sauce. And then you have the other sus4 and the other sus2 and its secret sauce. So it's both secret sauce chord mixed in together. And then all of this transpose it. Transpose it. I'm sorry. And then we transpose. And play the same move almost. What? Because I'm going from F to E flat. F, E. If I wanted to go to the one before this one, yeah. If I wanted to transpose and go to the other minor 9 and 11 movement, so I said F transpose down to E flat. And that makes me play an F9 sus4 chord until I put the rest of the chords together, the notes together, and I end up playing the minor 9/11 chord again. And we heard this stuff, B7, 13. We already heard this, what I said earlier. If you learned your dominant chord, if you will, I put the 9 and the 13. I can put here. And then in this case, we're using the last chord, the tritone. Or we're using the ideas of the tritone, right? You know. So we're using the idea of the tritone. I'm sorry, yeah. And I said earlier, we had already played this chord earlier. Now, also, I can hit you with a minor chord. So, you know, minor. And you guys heard me doing it. It was... It's kind of hard to kind of follow that bass line, but that's why I did it early. minor 7 flat 5 chord. So it's like, oh, so this stuff already played it earlier. It's a minor move. It's a minor move. We just taking some notes off so we can sound just a little pretty. Or pretty. Let's just sound pretty. Shh. Prettier. 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 Alright? And that's where you hear musicians playing this stuff. Wherever you want to go, or wherever they want to start the move, or wherever you want to start, you know. Oh Lord, it's funny that E flat is in my ear. I'm normally speak in C. That's my vocal tone, and because E, or in this key of C, the E flat is the third, or the minor third of C. It's the minor third of C. So my ear, if somebody starts talking in that key or preaching that key, I hear it. Because it's the minor third in C. 2, 3. The minor second is here. And the major second is here. And the minor third is here. And then the C third, major third is here. And then the perfect fourth, I have to think about it. And then the perfect fourth. Then we have tritone, C tritone. And then we have the perfect fifth. So if you study this, you'll get it almost sooner or later. So just remember, you have your 1. And then you have your minor second. And then you have your major second. Then you have your minor third, flat the third, minor third. Then you have your major third, perfect fourth, tritone, C tritone, and then you have your perfect fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see. Perfect 5. And then you have the minor 6, because this is 6 here. So you got the minor 6. I'm just saying. Let me see. Minor 6, yeah. Yeah, minor 6, TH. And then you have your major C major 7. No, I'm sorry, C major 6. I'm my bad. I clocked out. I said that earlier. And then we have technically minor 7. TH. And then we have our major 7. Now, people might say you can teach yourself to learn what they call intervals or whatever. And what types of chords you can put in between these notes. Good luck. Have fun doing it. It is not that hard to do. It's just, you know, you... So, if I practice this, the C major 7th, minor 7th, major 6 major 7th, 6 majors, major 6, I'm sorry, TH. All right, and then the minor 6, TH. And then we have the 5th, perfect 5th, tritone, C tritone, perfect 4th. Once you learn this idea, your major 3rd, your minor 3rd, your major 2nd, and minor 2nd. So minor 2nd, major 2nd, minor 3rd. Okay, and if you want to call it out, this is C, by the way. You can do this in all 12 keys. Your ears are going to get familiar with what kind of chords you can play on the move. What? So, I'm playing the minor 3rd. Minor 3rd. Even though I'm in C, but this is the E minor 3rd. I can hear that all day. E minor 3rd. E minor third. Remember, it's the same thing I just did here. 1, 2, 3, minor third is flat. So minor third. So that means 1, 2, 3, minor third. It's the same thing with this one. E minor third. I'm using the E minor third to twang it into my C minor third down to my C major second and the 1. So E. So if I think of E major chord, it is your flat 3, the minor move. It's the same scenario if you would have did this here. Even if you just study this for a little bit, right? I'm sorry, minor second. So let's do the E. Minor second. Oh, major second. E. So we call it for what it is. E minor second. Yeah. E major second. E minor third. Because why? 1, 2, 3, minor third. Yeah, E minor third, right? All right. Let's see. Before we go, perfect fourth. No, hold on, no. Wait, I forgot what key I mean. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, my bad. 1, 2, 3. Major third. 1, 2, 3. Major third. And then now we have the perfect fourth. All right. Then we have tritone. E tritone. And then we have perfect fifth. All right. Then we're gonna have the minor 6. Because listen, y'all, we hear this stuff when we hear this. I know y'all heard that, or we hear it in songs, right, or music. Yeah, we hear it. You see how I can use that idea in my mind when I say it, because I know this is the minor 6. Now I'm going to another key though, to D. Right? So what am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, major 6. I'm sorry, minor 6. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see. I forgot what I played. Now we went back to where? C minor 6. So we're using the E minor 6 to the D minor 6 to the C minor 6. And you hear this in songs and stuff like that, you know. Now we're going to B flat major 6. Now I'm just mixing with a B flat perfect 4, but I'm just messing with. The middle move. We're going to the preacher chord in E flat. That's 13 sus chord. And then we're playing with the 7, 3, 6. You know, so you can see it. So, you know, I went to like a whole nother key, so to speak. So E, then I went to F. F minor 6. What if I just do the minor 6? Minor 6, minor 6, minor 6, minor 6, minor 6. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's the best. lot. A flat minor 6, F sharp minor 6. We hear this a lot. F minor 6, E flat major 6, right? D flat major 6, C minor 6, because you can see the notes. It's the note on the bottom on your left, you know. That's major 6. F sharp minor 6. And with F, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, minor 6. We have major because the note from is this angle, but it's A flat. So it's major 6, E flat, major 6. D flat because the way the note is fixated is the major move, and because the way the note is fixated is the minor 6. Right, the way the note is fixed is the major 6. Or whatever key I want to do this in, you know. But you know, hey, I'm not trying to do no update. Get off my computer. So you hear it. You know, or you might hear it going up. You might hear that, huh? You might hear. Usually, you might hear it from going. You hear what I'm saying? It's my bad. You hear this all day. This is 2 notes on our side. So yeah, you might hear the major 6, the minor 6 move been applied. So that's the kind of stuff that pros will mess around with too, you know. Playing notes, 2 notes on the outside. B flat minor 6. That's a little different. Major 6 all day. I don't know if I can play with the 2-finger thing. The whole time. That feels funny trying to do. I gotta have some 3-4 fingers in this move. Yeah, I gotta have some. There, I told you it was coming. That's that minus and flat 5, or I can go and do the 11 move. Do the 11 move. Either one of them. Or we can do the major 7 flat 5 sharp 5. Wherever you want to go. And that's what the pros do. See, that all works out for my beginner musicians out there, that once you learn chord, I'm saying a chord, just one chord. G flat major 7, I'm gonna add the 9 here. Or now that makes you play A flat 13 sus chord. The preacher chord in the A flat. That diminished move. light. And I'm going to the A flat diminished move because that was the closest chord to me. Or I could do the inversion and go down to D or F sus4. F sus F diminished major, F diminished 7. I'm sorry. Now, if I want to add the 9, give myself a little flavor, a little bit, then I'll add the 9 to it. God said, "Let it be light." Come on, put those hands together. Don't be shy. Come on and praise the Lord. Now I want to go up to A flat. Back to it. Now I'm going to go to B diminished 7. I'm trying to get the people involved, right? Because people do listen. People don't listen, but some people can get into the spirit because they can hear you doing. And it catches their ears, and sometimes people might feel a spirit when you hit the chord. Oh. Now I went to a different diminished move for a second. I went to a different dimension, just messing with your mind. And then I'm gonna hit you with that move. Oh Lord. Now, so I'm not carrying that. I'm gonna bring the hand up. I can't double it up because it sounds muddy. So now I'm gonna hit you with the power chord. So that way, better. I'm gonna hit you with a different diminished move, right? So I'm messing with your mind. Ooh, Lord, or I can go to an E flat diminished 7. This time I'm gonna use the C diminished 7. Then I'm gonna go to an E flat diminished 7. And then I'm gonna go to the original diminished 7, which is either the B diminished 7, the one whatever is closest to me. And I'm going to the right one. And back to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you caught me playing the B flat 7, not flat 9 earlier. You remember it? Remember this one? I'm messing with it. Y'all never know what you can come up with. God said, "Let it be." Be like. Now I'm creating chord progressions now because I understand the theory behind this. All right, so A flat, 13 diminished. I mean A flat sus. C diminished 7. I'm gonna go to the other one. No, I'm gonna go to this one. B flat 7, flat 5. That was this move here I told y'all earlier. This one and back up. God said, "Let it be light, oh Lord," you know. And then you can start doing inversions because now I can feel. See, I moved up. Did y'all just see what happened? you become creative, like. God said, "Let it be light." 1. All this on the 1. Now, right. just an idea. It sounds like you could do a groove over this, right? You know, just playing around with some grooves or something like that. You can groove over that. That's what it sounds like you can do. Let's see. Can we groove on that? Let's see if we can actually really groove over those 3 chords. Just the 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let's see, can we groove over this? How about I'm gonna start it right here? 1, 2. I hope that crazy thing is not on. It might be. Hold on. So I told you to groove over it. The right diminished move. A flat diminished. 7. I told you could groove over there. Diminished. All right, so what I did was the sus 13 sus went to a C diminished 7, and then went to a B flat 7, flat 9, and back to it. All right, so this thing, turn that little crazy thing off because I don't like it. So here we go. Let's just repeat that first go. Let's do it again. 2, 3, 4. And you know we can change the diminished move. Don't be trying to steal my music. Okay, so let's get out of here. You see what happened? I told you to groove. Let's get at it. I'm trying to throw some in there. I might have to turn off that bass. Let me see if I can get that bass off because it's killing me. What number is that bass? Is that 1? Is that 2? Here they go. See what I'm saying? So 13 sus. Let's stop this for a second. So let's get these quads. Right? I told you it's all basic stuff, right? And I'm just taking the basic thing, the 13 sus, C D diminished 7.